If you're new here, hello, welcome, and if you are not, welcome back. So here I am in front of my camera recording, hoping that an idea will pop into my head, something to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about, guys. So today's topic is going to be Relationships 101 by Dani. This is like a topic that I really enjoy talking about, relationships from like a godly point of view. So at my church, they did a series where they talked about relationships. I'm just gonna kind of go off of that a little bit. First thing is that I want to say is relationships are a huge part of life. It is like one of the most important things in our lives because we need people. No matter what you say, no matter what, like who hurt you, you need people. We need each other. Life in general is made up of relationships. Life is made up of all these people. Like, we rule the earth, us people walking around. So you gotta get your relationships right, okay? Get them right. First thing is, we are all different, y'all. We are all different, okay? But our differences have been like created for a benefit, okay? And we take differences and we skew them and we turn differences into bad things, and we start fights over differences, and we dislike somebody because of like something that they are different because of a difference. So God has designed relationships for benefit. He hasn't designed them to hurt us. He hasn't designed them to mess with us, okay? Because one's weakness can be counteracted by the other's strength. And just literally, you just deserve the best, okay? And people don't, like myself included, all of us, we can accept less than what we deserve, and we can create toxic relationships. We can be the toxic one, they can be the toxic one. I have notes here. At my church, they actually talked about this, and I wrote down my own little notes. So I will link it down below so that I'm not like stealing anybody's stuff, you know? All right, so first thing is, so this talk was on marriage. First of all, I want to say this talk was on marriage, but I'm gonna turn it a little bit to just be focused on relationships. It can apply to any relationship in your life, actually, like any relationship in your life. All right, so first thing is that a relationship or marriage is a two-direction relationship, okay? It's not just one direction. It's not just take or give. It is supposed to be back and forth, okay? Any truly successful relationship, flourishing, thriving relationship starts with a relationship with God. With a relationship with God comes so many things, so many foundational things in your life. When you're first filled with the love of God, the unconditional love of God, then you love yourself, then you can go and love other people. So what we tend to do is look for all of these things in other people. So when we experience love from God, we don't feel the need to go and look for it in other areas. We don't feel the need to go and find it in a relationship or friendship or, you know, whatever. Like, we don't feel the need to go and seek that out. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people, you know, like, we're hurting, we are sad, we are lonely, we are whatever it may be, and so we go and reach out to this person or that person, or we go and find somebody who can make us feel not lonely, or who can make us feel loved, or because we don't feel that, you know? And everybody wants that, everybody wants it. But when you already have that from God, and it's so unconditional and so full and so strong, you don't feel the need to go and seek that out in anyone else, because you know that you already have it. You don't need to go find it someplace else, because you have it within yourself. So what happens when you go and search for, let's say you're searching for just for love, when you're trying to get love from everyone around you, or just from this relationship in your life, you end up disappointed, because people aren't perfect, and people, you know, things happen, things change, and you will be disappointed because it's just a worldly love. You know, godly love and worldly love are two different things. And if you're seeking out what you're missing in your life through a person, you're going to end up disappointed. Also, with a relationship with God comes wisdom. So that wisdom will tell you what to do and when to do it, and it can help you make a healthy, good decision when it comes to who you want to be with. I have this written down here in my little book. So it says, if you're looking for contentment in another human being, you will always be disappointed. And it's like, you know, when people say like, oh, if I could just find the right one, then blah, 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 then I'll be happy, then I'll be able to go do this, then I'll be at peace, you know? And if you're looking for that in another person, if you think that you need another person to fill this part of you, then it's not gonna work out. You're gonna be disappointed. When you are filled, which is what I just said, when you are filled with the love and the greatness of God, you will not feel the need to go seek that out from somebody else, but instead you will give that to the other person. You won't be looking to extract it from this other person. You will instead give it to them. You will give them all the love and the greatness, and they will return it. And it's a back and forth thing. Instead of one person thinking about like me, like I feel this way and I want this, and like instead, if y'all are both filled with the greatness and the love of God, they're not gonna be trying to pull from you, because they already have it. They're already firm. Like they're already firm in themselves. They know who they are. They know that they're loved. They already know and feel that and believe that. They are going to give it to you because they have so much and they don't need any more because they get it from God. Same thing. This person over here, they're doing the same thing. So they're just giving and they're just giving and everyone's just giving, okay? There's nobody over here feeling so like they're giving everything and this person's giving nothing, because they both have this love from God and they don't feel the need to extract it from another person. Mutual submission, okay? So, you know, everybody always talks about the verse in the Bible talking about like women submitting to their husbands, blah, blah, blah. And then husbands are like, oh yeah, okay. And like, yeah, yeah, okay. But, husbands are supposed to submit to their wives as well. And men are considered the head of, like the head of household, you know? And head of means that you make sacrifices, you lead, you build, you are the one most responsible in the relationship for that. And when you are the head of something, you are serving. So men, you're supposed to serve your wives, you know, and wives, you are supposed to submit to your husband. But it's not in a way of, it's just mutual, it's having mutual respect for one another. It's not anything like unequal where, you know, it's not like you're being ruled over by some man who like, when both sides only care about trying to help the other person become exactly who God created them to be, that is where the freaking beauty lies, you guys. It eliminates all fighting. You make each other better. You know, marriages, they fall apart because people are so focused on the me. You know, they're selfish. You know, people are selfish and people want themselves to be satisfied, and they end up forgetting about the other person. In conclusion, every relationship starts with God. Human relationships are a reflection of our relationship with God. If your friendships are going bad, how is your relationship with God? And when we do it God's way, we experience the fullness of everything that we long for. Marriage can be the absolute fullness of everything that we've ever longed for, but we have to do it His way. That's the end. That's the end of my section. It sounded a lot more interesting when he said everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!